What's up guys, my name's Brandon and today I'm going to be showing you guys what's on my iPhone 11 Pro Max at the beginning of 2020. So I like to do these at least once a year just to kind of show you guys the applications I have on my device, my wallpapers, the cases I'm using, things like that. And since I know you guys will ask, the link to this wallpaper is in the description down below. And as far as the case I'm rocking, this is the Pitaka carbon fiber case. I really like this case. I was actually rocking the Rinky case. It's like a clear case with black borders on. I really like this one as well because the green, I have the midnight green iPhone 11 Pro Max, shows through that clear case. I'll have both these cases though linked down in the description below. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what I have here on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I have a pretty basic layout here. I mean, I have a lot of stock applications on the home screen. I like to have my Safari and my camera up top because I do use those a lot. We have the folder right here, which is just some random things. I don't really have third-party applications in there besides Geekbench and Speed Test. We have the blah folder, which once again, really nothing too exciting in there. It really starts getting exciting after those first two rows. So we do have Snapchat. Don't use Snapchat too much now just because Instagram stories are my preferred way of making stories now. I do also make YouTube stories, but right next to Snapchat, we have Instagram, which I am very active on there. And of course, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me over there. It's just at Brandon Butch. Of course, we do have Twitter, we have YouTube. We have YouTube Studios, this is where I see all of my analytics for my videos and things like that, just to see how they're performing. Must-have application for any creator out there. Of course, I'm sure you all know that by now if you are a creator. We have Facebook, which of course is pretty controversial to have on my phone, but I still do use it just to keep in contact with family and things like that. We have Reddit. I also always get comments about using the standard Reddit application instead of using Apollo. I have used Apollo, but for some reason I'm really weird and I like the stock Reddit application better than Apollo. So after that, we do have Amazon. Of course, everybody should have Amazon on their front page because we all are crazy shoppers online. We do have Nest right here. I do have the Nest camera for inside of my house. Bleacher Report to keep track of all of the sports scores going on and stats and things like that. We have ESPN Fantasy Football, which some of you guys, some of my subscribers were in my league recently. And so I do play ESPN Fantasy Football every year. We have the Weather Channel, Facebook Messenger, Hodl, which is my application of choice for tracking cryptocurrency and how the cryptocurrency is doing. We have Chick-fil-A, of course. I cannot have Chick-fil-A not on my front page. If we go ahead and take a look at my points here, I've got a cool 1,600 points right now on my way to that red status. So gotta have the Chick-fil-A app on the home screen here, the front page. So then we have alarm.com as my final application here. And this is just for my smart home. So as you guys know, I did just move into a house in 2019 and it's a smart home. So a lot of that runs through alarm.com, like my cameras, motion sensors, the thermostat, water, all that stuff runs through that. So I do need that on the front page here. So just to give you a demo of the front page of this, you can see right here, the doorbell. If I just go ahead and tap on that, you'll be able to see a live feed of my doorbell right there. I can answer, I can talk to the people, I can lock it, unlock it, and things like that straight from there. Then we do have my locks, my thermostat, my garage doors, my system, if I want to alarm it or, disable it. We have the entry light, I can turn that on as well. And then there are other sections to this and settings and things like that. But that's the gist of alarm.com. Really, really beneficial if you do have that set up in your smart home. And then going on to the next page, this is where things get a little bit more organized, I guess you could say. I do have a lot of organization in these folders. So first one is money. This is basically just what it sounds like, just for transactions and things like that. So we have PayPal, Stripe, Mint. I track a lot of things in Mint. Just basic reporting of finances. We have Amazon Seller. I do sell stuff on eBay. Used to be a lot more into it. FBA, I still do sometimes. Shopify, I do have some Shopify stores. And then we have Venmo and Cash App, of course, to send and receive payments from people. Then we have Acorns and Robinhood. These are great applications for investing. Even if you don't have a lot of money, no experience or anything at all, these are great applications to get started with. And then we have the travel folder right here, which is just a lot of stuff related to travel. Of course, we have Waze. That is my preferred way of navigation. We have Uber, my preferred way of ride sharing. We have Delta for, of course, tracking my flights. Hotel Tonight, one of my favorite applications for finding cheap hotels. Highly, highly recommend Hotel Tonight. Definitely the best application I've used to find cheap hotels at the last minute. Booking.com is my preferred way to book hotels, so that is right there. Then we have Hopper. Hopper is pretty interesting because this finds really cheap flights and hotels and gives you a really nice view of the calendar and the pricing and things like that. So let me just show you real quick how it works. So say we're looking for a cheap flight. Let's just say we're going from Jax to LA. You can see right here, it shows the prices and they're color coordinated on the dates right here, so you can really get a good idea of the best days and the best times to leave for the cheapest price. So you can see down here, May is going to be the very cheapest out of all the months. It looks like, yes, May, the first week of May, second week of May, and then the last week of May, there are days on there that are significantly cheaper than any other days in the year. So it's a really good app for finding cheap, once again, airlines, and also that does the same thing for hotels as well. Super, super useful if you're looking to travel. TripAdvisor, of course, a great application to find things to do in any city. The next one is City Mapper. This is a really great application if you live in a big city like New York, or if you're traveling to somewhere like New York or San Francisco, any of the big cities. It's only available in big cities, but it's great for walking directions and public transportation and things like that. If you want to check, which subway you should be going on, that is the perfect application for that. Of course, we have Ticketmaster for buying event tickets. Over on the next page, we have Airbnb. Of course, you know what that is. All Trails is a great application if you are a hiker, if you want a great app for hiking. We have Universal Studios application to check the ride times and the wait and the lines. Then we have American Airlines, which I don't fly anymore. I don't even know why I have the application anymore. Then we have food over here. So we have Firehouse subs. I do get my free Firehouse sub for my birthday, so I have to have that on here. Open Table to book, of course, restaurant bookings there. Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Great application to have because this is how I pay for my food every time I go to Tropical Smoothie. Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Postmates, of course, all for ordering food if you don't feel like going anywhere. We have the Walmart application, Publix. We have Side Chef, which is a great application for making things at home, making home-cooked meals. It's a really, really intuitive, really easy app to use, and it makes it really easy to make really good food. They have some really, really good recipes on here as well. I guess it signed me out, but there's another application that's good for that as well, and that is Kitchen Stories. Kitchen Stories is another must-have application, in my opinion, for good recipes. We have Publix Delivery to get my Publix delivered. Prime Now, if I wanted to order something on Amazon and get that delivered to the house. Total Wine and Vivino, great applications if you are into wine, especially Vivino. Basically, you can just scan the wine and it will show you the reviews, and you can read like all the notes, the ratings, and things like that. You can see these are all the wines that I've scanned over time, and you can see they have certain scores down there associated with them, the average prices and things like that. So really great app if you are into buying wine. Highly recommend Vivino there. Then we have games. These are just a lot of the games that I play from time to time. I mainly only play Call of Duty now, but you can see all the games I have here. I do also like Oceanhorn 2, and Roller Coaster Tycoon as well, but those are just the games I have installed right now. We have the strong arm, the flexing emoji for my work folder, just your basic stuff, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Asana, and Slack. I actually really like using Asana for assigning myself certain tasks and making sure I complete my tasks throughout the day and throughout the week. Then we have the Add folder right here, which is just stuff that I really don't use. A lot of stuff that is useful but doesn't serve a use for having an app on the home screen, like ad block. We have things like AAA for roadside assistance. We have Photoshop Express, some Geekbench, and some GFX benches here for some of the tests I run here on the channel. Really nothing too interesting going on here. Here are 3 applications actually for the Apple Watch that are really good. So we have Nano and J, a Twitter and a Reddit client for the Apple Watch, which are really nice, and then Auto Sleep to track my sleeping on my Apple Watch, which is cool. Then we have the IG folder right here, which is just a lot of basically just applications to edit your photos and things like that, make your photos look better than they normally are, like Afterlight. We have Snapseed right there. Snapseed's one of my favorites. Then we have a bunch of these other ones right here. Nothing really too new or interesting in there. Then we have Twitch. I do like watching Twitch streams, so I do have that right there. DraftKings and FanDuel. I do love playing DraftKings for football season and NBA season, so I have those there for a little gambling action. We have eBay for buying a lot of used iPhones I buy on there, and a lot of things that I have I don't use anymore I'll sell on eBay. We have MyFitnessPal, which of course tracks my calorie intake and all the things I eat throughout the week and throughout the month to track my weight and things like that. We have Fitbod, which is a great application for tracking workouts and seeing how to do certain workouts and things like that. You can track your reps and your sets and things like that. Really, really great application. They also have a complication for the Apple Watch as well. So Fitbod is a great application if you do work out. We have Google Home, Amazon Alexa, Flipboard for looking at stories. Skyview Lite is a really cool application that basically shows you like where the stars are in the sky and things like that. So if you're into astrology at all, or stars and things like that, it's actually really cool and really useful for seeing where certain stars are. And if you see a star in the sky, you can basically point this app at it and it will tell you what star that is, or what planet that is, or whatever the case may be. Skyview Lite will show you that. And it's pretty cool because it kind of matches in with my background I have going right here, which is kind of neat. We have Eufy Security, which is my security camera that I have outside for outdoor security. Really cool application because it'll basically show you, outside right there, and you can see events, all the things that happened throughout the day when it got triggered by motion. You can go back and see those clips in there as well, which is really cool. And Eufy is actually a fully wireless camera as well, so it's not plugged in. Then we have Eero right here, which is my network of choice. This is what I have in my house set up as a router, and I have multiple beacons throughout the house as well. This will basically just show me, the status of everything, my upload and my download. You can see it shows my upload and my download for that day. And of course I can change settings in here and things like that. And then on my final page right here, nothing really too interesting. We have the Dailyo application, which is great for tracking your mood throughout the month. So you can basically see a calendar of when you've been feeling good, when you've been feeling bad. I started this basically just for the new year because I stopped doing it mid 2019. So I want to get back starting to do that. Really great application for tracking your mood. I'd highly recommend it because it does make you start getting in a better mood for some reason. It's a psychological thing. But then of course we have the shortcuts application. We have Prime Video, iRobot. We have the measure application, test flight to test applications in beta, ESPN of course for tracking scores for sports. We have Steps app, which I basically only use for this right here where it shows the steps inside of my widgets panel. So it's really cool for that. It does also have a complication of course for the watch. We have Turo right here, which is a great application for renting cars. So if you wanted to rent a car when you're on vacation, or if you just wanted to rent out your car, you can use Turo to do that right there. We have Gas Buddy, which is a great application for finding cheap gas around you. So if you ever wondered where the cheapest gas around you is, Gas Buddy is the application for that. We have Radiate, which is a great application if you go to music festivals and things like that. Investigator and Exif are both applications that I have for an upcoming video. Basically, it just shows you the file size of your photos and videos inside of your camera roll. We have Local Flavor, which is another great application, basically showing you a lot of deals going on around town. So you can get really good deals on here, mainly like half off of things. So you can get like $20 worth of food right here for $10. And there's a lot of stuff like that on there as well for a lot of things around town if you do have that application in your city. We have the CES 2020 application because I am going to be going to CES here very, very soon. Actually, if you're watching this video on Saturday, I'm actually going to be leaving tomorrow on Sunday. So CES 2020, just to track everything going on there at the event. We have All the Rings, which is a great application for the Apple Watch, which is basically just an enhanced version of the activity app. And then we have Drafts and Cheat Sheet, which are great applications for note taking, specifically on the Apple Watch. I like to use those apps there. And then of course on the dock, we have your typical things that I always have in my dock on these videos: the phone, messages, email, and my music application. That's pretty much everything I have here on my iPhone 11 Pro Max at the beginning of 2020. If you guys wanted to see my widgets, you can see this right here. I talked about alarm.com. You can see how I do have quick access to lock and unlock the front door, close and open the garage, and then also alarm the system if I wanted to very easily there from the widgets panel. We have sub count, which shows my current sub count, my batteries of stuff going on, ESPN scores, and then we have the shortcuts right here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything that's on my iPhone 11 Pro Max here in 2020. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any applications on here, if you have any that you think I should install, let me know down in a comment below. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my what's on my iPhone. Maybe I'll do another one in late 2020. If not, I will do one in 2021 as well. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss that video. I know it's a far ways away, but subscribe so you don't miss it anyways. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.